on these questions, you'll be able to get some of the best answers. Okay? Who is dreaming? Okay? There's a man of God who was telling me that someone called them and they were having a dream about their man of God, that the man of God is dead. Then I tell them, before we go to the interpretation of the what? Of the dream. Who is the dreamer? Okay? How come with all that fornication, God could trust you with such vital information? You understand? Who is the dreamer? Because when you do not understand this, you can miss out on the what? The interpretation. Because you have sometimes to gauge who is dreaming and what are they dreaming about. These things matter in the physical and in the spirit. There is a guy who came to me one day. He had these papers, big papers, taking them to the government. And he was telling me, these papers, this is a project of 2 billion Uganda shillings. Okay? Yeah. Then I asked him, what's the highest amount of money you've ever gotten? He told me 200K. What's the highest amount of money you've ever sown? 10K. I told him, sir, you can never get that contract. The best that you can get is someone who will steal it from you. You understand? The project was awesome. The guy is bright, but there are laws that we know that work. You understand? You don't just fall into things. People who, there are levels that you fall into by mistake. But even when you fall into them by mistake, okay? The level will demand that you mature into it. Otherwise, it will send you back to where you came from. Okay? Or it might kill you. So, youth people think that these things are just, that we are just guessing. No. We know what we do. Yesterday, I was prophesying to people on Google Meet, and an angel of the Lord came to me and gave me a name of an individual's ex. Now I say to prophesy to all other people, calling them by the names of their exes. You understand? That's not guesswork. You understand? That man is knowing something you don't know. That's why we can do that thing consistently. A man that doesn't know what they are doing, they'll get one thing, as in they called you accurately with your name. But for some reason, when you're before them, they are guessing. You understand? It doesn't work that way. There are certain levels that a man cannot just hit and then come down to. So always, as a dreamer, you have to mind you. You have to mind your character. You have to mind how you live your life, because it affects your dreams. It affects your dreams. Okay?
Oh, yes.
If you are having particular issues, it will reflect. Because dreams are not often a manifestation of attacks, as most of you think. Some people say, I don't want to sleep because each time I sleep, things attack me. No, dreams are usually a revelation of the things you do, of the things you go through during the day. Are you getting it? When you see someone chasing you, okay? It's not that in your dreams you're being attacked. You understand? Let me give you an example. There is a gentleman I was listening to, and it blessed me. It was a short clip because it reminded me of something that was similar to me. There is a period of my life where I was over preaching to my mother. And during that period, she went to a friend and told that friend that, I think this son of mine wants to kill me. And the friend was like, that's a big word. But then sometimes we don't understand the things that people see. And sometimes people even don't have an interpretation. So I had another man of God sharing the same thing. That the mother told her, I think you want to kill me. You want to sacrifice me. Because in her dreams, She was seeing the man of God chasing her with a panga. Eh? Omwana ono alayika byayingiramu ebya Yesu. Si bituufu. But you see, it's just interpretation now. The guy was over preaching to the mother. And what is the word of the Lord? Scripturally? The sword, right? So, the boy was coming at the mother. You understand? And the boy actually interpreted it well and said, you just need to get born again. And when she got born again, indeed, the dream stopped.
Wow.
You understand? So, there are things that sometimes can seem, the dreams can be so cryptic and all of that. But like I've said, who is the dreamer?
Oh, yes.
What are the circumstances of your dreams? Because dreams often, they are various types of dreams and what they mean. Okay? So then, if you're to get the right interpretation, you look at you, the dreamer. It will give you a lot of insights. Okay? Because, like I've always said, a dog in your dream might not mean a dog, the same thing the dog will mean in another person's dream. You see now why who is important? Because to some of you, dogs are friends. To others, dogs are terrible, terrible, teeth-looking creatures. You're like, you understand? Then, to another, Mike can mean Angel Michael. To another, Mike can mean bad news. Because your ex, by that name, was not what? Was not easy. You understand? Each time you think of Michael, you say, I'm telling you, yeah? You understand? Because of something that even when it comes in a dream, so when you're interpreting that dream, you don't interpret it like you interpreted the dream of Michael, in another person's dream. You understand what I'm saying? So, who is very what? Important. Then we go to what is being communicated in the dream.